It's your time, baby. It's your time. It's your time.
Married to the Ring, the fastest growing minority women-owned relationship coaching organization in the world. Bringing marriages back to the forefront of the globe.
Ding, ding. Stop facing off with each other. Flip the us versus the world. Deeper connection discovered. Ding, ding. Married to the ring.
Married to the ring.
Married to the ring.
Yeah, honey, dedicated to the ring. You're supposed to be dedicated, instead you faded. With a love you're supposed to bring, with a happy home, with a place of safety. I'm in no cold with no cold and you chase me back to a deep dark spot. I call on God, that's all that we got. We in the real best spot. I see the rain from the drop. I see the rain and the storm. We don't even make love no more. We don't even kiss like we used to. We don't even care. Can instead now we kick down them doors. I don't even know why I'm with you. We don't even take pictures. Abusive and mean, cold-hearted. No dream dedicated to one thing. Like we not dedicated to the ring.
Ding. Married to the ring right here. We got a blueprint now, so the way is clear. Ding, ding. Stop facing off with each other. Flip the us versus the world. Deeper connection discovered. Ding, ding. Married to the ring.
Married to the ring.
Married to the ring.
Okay, can't divide a fool in his pride. When her lie bound to break the vow to his bride. Tried to hold back tears in my eyes when I realized I'm the why you dying inside. I'm hiding the truth. I'm only alive cause of you. My life was on the line, you came through. Instead of gratitude, all I gave you was attitude. I made an issue of your moves and drove you to solitude. Notice me, been hurting all the while, yelling, woe it's me. Now my wife's in the cold, all alone in the car with my kids. In this ring don't mean a single thing. I need her back in my life, would you intervene? Cause where her heart used to be is now a deep ravine. Supposed to love her like Christ, love the church, and what hurts me the worst is I'm a king that's without his queen. Only married to the ring.
Married to the ring right here. We got a blueprint now, so the way is clear. Ding, ding. Stop facing off with each other. Flip the us versus the world. Deeper connection discovered. Ding, ding. Married to the ring right here. We got a blueprint now, so the way is clear. Ding, ding. Stop facing off with each other. Flip the us versus the world. Deeper connection discovered. Ding, ding. Married to the ring. Married to the ring. Married to the ring.
Ding, ding. Married to the ring. Married to the ring. Married to the ring.
It's your time, baby. It's your time. It's your time.
Married to the Ring, the fastest growing minority women-owned relationship coaching organization in the world. Bringing marriages back to the forefront of the globe.
Ding, ding. Stop facing off with each other. Flip the us versus the world. Deeper connection discovered. Ding, ding. Married to the ring.
Married to the ring.
Married to the ring.
Yeah, honey, dedicated to the ring. You're supposed to be dedicated, instead you faded. With a love you're supposed to bring, with a happy home, with a place of safety. I'm in no cold with no cold and you chase me back to a deep dark spot. I call on God, that's all that we got. We in the real best spot. I see the rain from the drop. I see the rain and the storm. We don't even make love no more. We don't even kiss like we used to. We don't even care. Can instead now we kick down them doors. I don't even know why I'm with you. We don't even take pictures. Abusive and mean, cold-hearted. No dream dedicated to one thing. Like we not dedicated to the ring.
Ding. Married to the ring right here. We got a blueprint now, so the way is clear. Ding, ding. Stop facing off with each other. Flip the us versus the world. Deeper connection discovered. Ding, ding. Married to the ring.
Married to the ring.
Married to the ring.
Okay, can't divide a fool in his pride. When her lie bound to break the vow to his bride. Tried to hold back tears in my eyes when I realized I'm the why you dying inside. I'm hiding the truth. I'm only alive cause of you. My life was on the line, you came through. Instead of gratitude, all I gave you was attitude. I made an issue of your moves and drove you to solitude. Notice me, been hurting all the while, yelling, woe it's me. Now my wife's in the cold, all alone in the car with my kids. In this ring don't mean a single thing. I need her back in my life, would you intervene? Cause where her heart used to be is now a deep ravine. Supposed to love her like Christ, love the church, and what hurts me the worst is I'm a king that's without his queen. Only married to the ring.
Married to the ring right here. We got a blueprint now, so the way is clear. Ding, ding. Stop facing off with each other. Flip the us versus the world. Deeper connection discovered. Ding, ding. Married to the ring right here. We got a blueprint now, so the way is clear. Ding, ding. Stop facing off with each other. Flip the us versus the world. Deeper connection discovered. Ding, ding. Married to the ring, married to the ring.
Hey, this is your gal, Tanya Williamson, the Chief Visionary Officer of Married to the Ring. Hey, I am super duper excited to have my girlfriend all the way from Houston, Texas, Sonjia Pelton-Sam. She is here with us on today, and we're going to talk to you about a very important topic. And I thought that this topic was so good, especially since we're in the month of Love Month, right? And the topic is how my husband's love carried me through cancer, a journey of resilience and support. And so I want to let you know today that in this podcast, you will not only become inspired, but you will also become intentional. We will share with you her personal journey of how she battled cancer and received the unwavering support of her spouse. And in this conversation, we will share a glimpse into the challenges, the triumphs, and lessons learned during her fight against, I like to call it this dis-ease. I don't like to call it a disease, right? I like to call it a dis-ease because she's a woman of God, a woman of faith. So she got in the boxing ring and said, yo, you don't belong over here. I'm going to knock you right the hell out. That's exactly what she did. So I'm going to allow Sonjia to go ahead and introduce herself to you. Come on, Sonjia, talk to my audience, girl.
Hey everybody, I'm your girl Sonjia Pelton-Sam, also known as the Glam Coach, honey. So I normally help people. I help you G, get up, L, love yourself, A, affirm your belief, and M, it's some things that people can make happen right now in their life and in their business. So I'm helping people do all kind of business stuff, whether it's workbooks, planners, journals, set up their courses and things like that. But your girl had a fight with cancer. Now, I started my journey in coaching as actually a life coach, and it was vision. And so your vision never ever is set up to have something to go wrong, right? So we have the happy marriage on there, we had the happy kids on there, we had this happy life, we have the new house, we have the new car, a career that we want, or a business that we build, but we never ever have the thing that can go wrong on there. Now, the one thing that I did have that always goes right is I had God in my life. And my vision, and I have like custom vision boards and stuff like that. So they have wordings, but they have scriptures and they have quotes. And so I was always teaching people to encourage themselves. Like encourage yourself in the Lord, have things built and in place. So if a storm happens, right? I live in Houston. We have storms, we have hurricanes. And I tell people, they tell you to be prepared before the storm happens. So if you're prepared and built up in the process before it happens, the blow is not so hard. And so also on my vision board, I always say things like fullness of joy. If happiness is not there, guess what? Joy carries you through. And so I was able to build a system in place, talking to other people. The name was the Glam Coach. So really people took it as how you looked and things like that, how you dressed and stuff like that. Well, it all sounds good, but when you go through the test, when your hair fall out, when your nails turn black, when things like that happen in the storm, then it's the name Glam. People want to know, well, what's happening now? You're like, what are you going to do now that the fight is on? So we were talking about marriage in the ring. So now you boxing and you fighting. So we're going to talk about, well, my girl Tanya, what do you do when the fight is on and how do you fight?
You see how she switched that up, guys? I thought she was about to run in and do the boxing ring and get in. You look, I was like, hold on 1 second. I'm right there. I'm a moderate this thing, but she is kicking. She's knocking it out. You said, G is for
get on up, honey.
L is for
loving yourself,
and A
affirming your belief.
And what did you say M was for?
Baby, making some things happen.
Girl, baby, making some things happen. So to that woman out there right now, or even that male who may be challenged right now by this specific disease, you heard exactly what Sonjia just said. But let me tell you what she really said, because a lot of people don't understand this. They don't really understand the importance of vision and having vision, but not only having vision, but I like to call it, because I'm from the corporate world, right? Translating over into the entrepreneurship space, but we call it an emergency due diligence plan. We say make sure that you have a plan in place just as a form of prevention. It's not a forecast, but it's a prevention, because you live long enough, life happens. So
Okay.
before I even delve into the rest of what you talked about, can you share a bit about, because you focus on those planners, you focus on journaling, and someone right now may be going through this test, and I don't believe that you should be holding it all in your head. You gotta journal it, right? But how what tool or advice do you provide to your audience about putting in that plan before, like in your vision plan? Like if there's a chronic illness, right? We don't want to restrict this to, just cancer, because someone may have HIV, someone may have a heart disease, or high blood pressure, or Crohn's disease, or whatever that is, right? Terminal, or whatever that is. But tell me what you tell your people, or how to build prevention.
So let's talk about something especially like that a lot of people don't talk about, which is insurance. We don't like to talk about being insured and having those kind of things in place, right? And so I really think, and even I'm gonna say young people of any color and minorities, we don't talk about having a structured foundation of insurance, right? Medical insurance, cancer insurance. That cancer, stroke, and heart don't cost you much. Disability insurance. If you work for somebody, or if you're in business, right? Having disability insurance in place. Insurances matter, right? Insurances can help the struggle be less while you're going through the storm, right? Insurance can help you be able to get a good doctor, right? Insurance can help you not have to go around the world to find help. Insurance can help you not have to do the GoFundMe, right? Insurance can make you more comfortable. So I think so if you're in the storm and you didn't have it, I think it's important to get the message out to the other people before it happens, to your kids, your grandkids, people just around you in your circle. It's the importance to say, hey, that's $7. You spend that on this. That's $5. Or even if that's $100, cut back on this and get that. Because you never know when the struggle can happen. And even we don't think about things like the lump sum policies, right? They can give you that easy 20, 50 to 100,000 that can put you in another place. So it's not that the journey is easier. It's not that the pain is less, but it helps with the mindset, right? So you're in one struggle and you don't have to have a whole nother struggle going on at the same time. Even insurances on our cars, insurances on our houses, on our loans. It's something when oh, okay, this loan is taken care of, regardless. As long as I'm in this situation, this is taken care of. So I think that we have to know to insure ourselves in the natural.
You know
right?
what I love about you? Listen, you're taking a holistic approach, right? A vision, which, I say to people, like I get a kick out of vision boards. I really do. But that ain't the full vision, right? That's just what I call a pictogram, right? Like that's something that's fine, but you got to be intentional. You have to have actionable items. You have to have, I like I say back in the corporate world, I always say, look, you got to have regulatory, corporate, financial side of your own personal brand, which is yourself, right? You said something, and I'm going to give it, for the audience out there, what she is talking about is oftentimes when you make purchases in the natural, right? No one wants to consider the protection plan because you're looking at the short term, but you don't know what's going to happen in the long term. And I'll give you a great example because you mentioned this, like credit life insurance, on certain purchases in the event that something happens so that they can pick up the car payment or different things of that sort. That's that piece that she's referring to. As a small business owner, if you are not present, your business still has to go forward. And if you have an illness, you need to have medical insurance. You need to have additional insurances that would cover your operations in the event that something happens, right? People don't want to talk about that. They just want to do business. They don't want to talk about workman's compensation. They don't want to talk about, all the various insurances that entail general, professional, they don't want to talk about those things. But I am so happy that you said that in vision, when life happens, you should be adding additional category for prevention. And what I heard you say is on the natural items as well as the physical, which is your body, your mind, right? So that you have the proper insurances. So listen, I applaud you. I applaud you. So you're teaching people that in the vision, and I'm assuming in your vision process.
I'm teaching them that in the vision process. Also, here, look, I'm gonna go do a shameless plug, but like I have books with like everything you need in them. So go ahead and make your vision board. They have the scriptures, they have the quotes.
You aligning it with what
and
else?
That's what we put around. Like we focus so much on putting the house on the vision board and this on the vision board. But what are the things that you put around yourself on there? So this book has like pretty much like everything.
This ain't no shameless plug. This is the plug. This is
when I focus on vision, I focus on the work. We put in the work. Yes. So in most of my books, we put in the work for the vision. Yes. We put in all of that, but we also put in the spiritual part of the vision. Yes. What are the scriptures that you put around yourself? Yes. What are the things that you're reinforcing yourself with? Your mindset is built up before storms happen, so you don't crush. Yes. Right? Anything that's not built up on, like you have, let's say, a house, and you have to get it rebuilt. Some stuff, the whole foundation. If you have to crack up all the concrete and everything to get to your plumbing, then that's something different. But if all you have to do is go in and lay what's on top, the cost is less. So if I have to go in and my foundation is solid, right, and the storm destroyed every little thing that looked like it was something around it, what I can build up after that is beautiful. So if we need a solid foundation where we work on beautifying everything around it, but the foundation is cracked up. The stuff still can fall, but then your foundation falls too. So I think in anything that we need to look at how we're building up our foundation within our vision, because we like to talk about vision today. Manifestation is a big thing today. That's like one of the biggest things people talk about. But how do I really make all that I'm building on a solid foundation until all the things in the dream come to pass? Until all the things in the vision come to pass. So that the time is shortened to get there.
You know what I love about you as well, and this is why we connect so very well, because at Married to the Ring, we offer that blueprint community, because oftentimes people, we're tying in the foundation. If you don't have a solid foundation in business, that's where the open doors cause all of it to fail, right? Mm-hmm. And if you don't have a solid foundation in your marriage, because that's where we're about to go into, right? Yes. If you did not have a solid foundation in your marriage, the probability, according to statistics, and I'm just going to pull it up from my paper really quick, 50% of couples break up during a cancer diagnosis. That's because they don't have a solid foundation, right? Yeah. And this shocking number has been literally proven due to the lack of ability to cope with the inner evolving or ever evolving physical and emotional changes associated with a serious disease. And so I want to talk about, and I want to talk to you, how did you respond to the initial diagnosis of having cancer, and how did it affect your spouse and then your family? Like, I know, like a lot of people, because there is a spiral effect, across the board. How did you respond to the initial diagnosis, and how it affected you and your family?
So first of all, let's talk about you and your health and making sure that you fight for your own health. I went to one doctor that told me, oh, it's just, I think they said an oil gland. And I was like, Went to another doctor. So you have to be in tune with who you are in your body, right? Mm-hmm. Went to another doctor. So by the fourth doctor, finally they went ahead and they did the biopsy. They called me in on a Friday evening after the offices were closed. They waited on me because they got it wrong. So my initial thing when my husband went in, they got it wrong. And they had to admit to it. They were crying before I was crying. And so I probably did. I'm going to say the 5 to 10 minute breakdown. Let's just tell the truth. Did a good breakdown. My husband helped me. And And then my mom and dad were on the way, they came in.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was a hard diagnosis. Then I told myself, you got to pull it together. You get what I'm saying? Put it together, because now it's time to fight. Like, you don't have time to be broken all the way down. And so we got home, we talked about it, things like that. And so immediately we started looking at the plan. So what's the plan now? You get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
now because you have plans in place, you can look at, okay, you're probably not gonna be able to work. What we gonna be able to do here? The doctor said you need to be out by this time, this, that, and the other. So how do we pull things together?
Yes.
He handled it pretty good. He's a man of faith too, so he did. He handled it really well. We had support. So y'all got material to come up about. But we had support from family and from friends. That's important too. So your whole family matters. Your marriage matters, but your support groups matters. So who's going to support and talk to your husband? So I had my dad and my mom. Like, who's going to help build him up in those times when you might not always be the strong person? And even if you are the strong person, they still might be like, they just trying to be strong through this. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's your whole support group in your marriage. Your family, the friends you have around you. I think it's like everything that supports the whole marriage. It's a community. You know, we've got away from community, but I think community support overall helps build up the whole marriage. Who are you talking to? Who are your friends that you're talking to? Who are your other married friends that you're talking to? You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that keep like everything, I would say, afloat and in balance in your life, right?
I love the fact that you said you had a plan in place.
Mm-hmm.
Then you all went back to the original plan.
Yep.
And said, what do we need to tweak in the plan?
Because let's tell the truth, most fights happen in relation, the biggest one, finance, children. Some of the biggest ones that's gonna happen. So now I'm in this struggle with you, and you sick, you can't help with this, and I'm in this struggle with kids. And, you know, like, so most of the time those are some of the biggest ones. So if you can top it off ahead of time and cut out some of the challenges, you know,
it doesn't have to be as hard.
The blow is not as hard. It's kind of like if you cushion the blow is not as hard.
But you said, I mean, this is so much wisdom, right? But you also said something that was powerful that I think, and I hear oftentimes a lot on my platform, is that the person who doesn't have the disease is oftentimes neglected. So they're constantly being asked, how is the other person? But no one is actually asking them how they're doing. So you were able to have a temperature check and build a system of support for your husband to be able to, you know, get support as well, so that, because it could be overbearing for him holding you up, right? But no one really knows what he's going through, right? And you put a support system in place for him. Wow. That speaks volumes.
Right.
That speaks volumes. And I mean, I hope you all out there that's listening today, that whether you're struggling with a chronic illness or a disease or a terminal illness, or if you don't have either, that you are actually taking the wisdom that Sonjia is providing by making sure that you have a prevention plan in place. But I also want you to be able to see how important it is to have a vision and have a strategy in place for your home collectively, so that when life happens, that it doesn't cause a financial blow. Because what I hear you, and that's going to be my next question for you, Sonjia. I'm under the impression, this is just me, that most people who don't have a plan in place, when circumstances like this do happen, they do take a financial blow. But if in fact you have things in place, you don't necessarily have to take a financial blow. That's what I'm hearing you say, right?
Yep,
Is that true?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And your life can still sustain itself normally while you fight whatever the disease is that you need to fight so that you can heal properly.
Yes.
Listen, you are the bomb. So let me ask you this question. Name some of the physical and emotional challenges of battling cancer. Because you said it early on. You said the first time or the initial time that they gave you the diagnosis, you had a 5 to 10 minute outcry. But I'm pretty certain that that 5 to 10 minute outcry wasn't just that one time. You had it probably periodically throughout the process. So
That's why
share.
I've had, that was my biggest private time for that. You have times when you think about, what if I'm not going to be here for my family?
Mm,
What can happen to me, in the process? So you have those moments. You know what I'm saying? Where you sit and reflect of, this is possible. You had to just stop, get your mind right again. You know what I'm saying? So you do have those moments. You'll have those times in your mindset where you gotta go back and reflect, get your mind back and pray, and get your mind right. So I think one of the biggest things is me being able to tell myself, get your mind right. Because we gotta fight. We in the look, we y'all gotta practice. We in the ring to fight. Because there's somebody out here and you trying to give up, but you gotta fight.
You got tell that person right now,
Yeah.
because I feel that right now. Whoever's gonna watch this because of this, I feel that they right now need to know that they gotta, because I even see the tears coming down your face, like it's affecting me. Like, yo, if you out there right now and you're listening to us, we want you to know you better fight.
Because
Listen,
it's a fight for you. It's a fight for your vision. It's a fight for your family. It's a fight for your purpose. Like, you in a battle. If you lose the battle, other people lose. And so we're gonna go right there.
yeah,
Because I started off as, like I say, mostly vision and life coaching. Purpose and cancer drew me, it drove me into another sector. So where I was focusing and I was always able to build for myself, I had a coach. Every good life coach, mentor, have a life coach.
that's right.
She told me, because people wanted what I had. They wanted their own workbooks, they wanted their own planners, they wanted their own programs, they wanted this. And she said, give it to them. Because she said, if all you have is just big enough for you and your family, it's not big enough.
It's not big enough.
Not big
Repeat
enough.
that. Repeat that. Repeat that.
So she said, if all you have is just big enough for you and your family, what you doing is not big enough. Right. And I was like, huh, but you like, but then they copied me. I don't want them to have. And she said, you building them there so they can eat. So from there, I was able to lay in the hospital. Lay in the hospital beds. I had times I was in the hospital like 2 weeks, another battle for a week. One time, my whole family was there. We were laughing. I just stopped breathing. I just couldn't breathe. So they had to rush people in, and they thinking I'm just laughing. You know how you in the middle of just laughing,
Yeah.
and I literally can't breathe. Like, I'm literally gasping for air and trying to tell them I couldn't breathe. But in the middle of all of that, I was able to run my business from my bed, from my hospital bed. You know what I'm saying? And so I was able to help other people grow, and something grew within me in the process because of purpose. So if I had a missed that moment, I'd have still been just jobbing it out all the time. And not that I'm against the job, I still have a job too, but in purpose, it drew me over the things that I can help other people with, right? And help them grow too. So that really grew, and it gave me time to grow something I never ever would have probably grew or thought about growing, and not have the time. So where I had the insurance to be able to take off the time, and I was able to grow something else. So
Look at
something
that.
else happened in purpose out of my pain. So sometimes purpose happens in pain, because there's no other way God can get you to do nothing else unless you get the pain so you can produce the purpose.
You see that up there on my wall? The setback fuel my faith. Up
That's
there
it.
on my this. Listen, people don't understand where there is adversity. Because if it was brought to you, that means that you are already fully equipped to
Mhm.
handle it, right? Because
Right.
the bottom line, the devices of evil forces will always try to interfere with your progress of where you're about to head. But
Yes.
if you, like one of my girlfriends, her name is TY, on one of my platforms, she once said, I had to take the white towel, go on the sidelines, dry
Mhm.
my face off for a minute, and then throw that towel back in the ring. Like, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm back. You know, and sometimes you just got to take those moments. You got to suck it up, right? But that doesn't mean suppress what you're feeling. It's good to
Right.
lean into the process, but that doesn't mean you allow the process, you to succumb to the process. We ain't doing none of that. That's why you
Right.
my girl out there in Houston. We don't be doing all of that, you know?
No.
And so, this is amazing. I mean, this is literally amazing. So, your husband, in terms of like emotional challenges, because I know, like, when my husband, I went through a situation, and he saw me kind of cry. Like, the doctors had tried to say, I woke up during the pandemic and my left side of my face went numb. The
Oh, wow.
doctors was like, we don't know what's going on. You need to see an ENT specialist. ENT specialist said there's something that we can't even see on the back of the brain that's crazy right now. And you may very well not be able to speak ever again across the globe. Right. And I was like, what are you talking about? Because the prevention was my word. I had word built up on the inside of me. And I told the doctor, look, give me 7 days. I might not feel all of this. I don't know what you're saying, but give me 7 days. I'll be back on the 7th day because we not taking that report. But when I walked in the house, and this is what I want to hear from you with regards to the emotional challenge. When my husband solved that I really couldn't lift my head and I laid in that bed, pulling on the word during those days, knowing about the vision that I still had to fulfill, was like, we not doing this. And I'm sitting there, but I couldn't speak. He was coming in there and I saw this like Hulk Hogan, like, I'm saying, it's like, yo, she ain't dying on my watch. Like, he was like, yo, we got too much work to do. So he didn't like, the emotional challenge that he saw in me built up, like, yo, this ain't going down like this. So tell me the emotional effect, like when your husband, when he saw that, and I know he had his, his moments, but how did he respond? Like, because he a big man like my husband.
Now he's quiet, but he just assured me that this all gonna be okay.
He just assured
he's more quiet. Yeah, he's more quiet. He don't say a whole lot.
Yeah.
He assured me that it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay. Like, everything gonna be okay. It's gonna work out.
It's gonna work
itself out. That I always do.
It
so
always
it's gonna be okay.
See, I love it. I love it. His calmness kept you calm.
Yeah. I'm the talker and probably the one that do all the extra. You know what I'm saying? Extra.
My husband was like, extra, read all about it. If you go find my wife, she's the extra. So I understand. I get it. So let me ask you this question: the role of your husband and other support networks in your recovery. So, I know he's quiet. I know he's subtle. Every husband has a different, like, opposites attract. Like, I'm the loud one. My husband's like, yo, why you gotta say that? Or things like Tanya, I'm the loud one. He's the reserved one. So, what type of support? Like, because some people, some wives, or let's just put it this way, some wives who may be loud, and what I mean by loud, not from a negative, we're just extroverts, we're outgoing, we speak, what's on our mind, may perceive that their spouse is too quiet and their spouse is not supporting them, and they're internalizing it, and they're throwing in the towel like he's not there, but that's his method of communication, that's his style. Did you ever at one time feel like he's not there, but he was there? And if you felt that way, how can you communicate that to someone who's challenged with that?
Well, I think I've learned that everybody has their differences.
Yeah.
Right? And then everybody goes through in a different way. And then TDJ said, people can only give you what they got.
Ooh.
You giving what you got.
Jeez.
So in another situation, your give what you got might be different than this person give what they got. You get what I'm saying? So you don't know how in the ring, how hard that person got hit. You know how hard you got hit. And so I think that sometimes we forget that you got hit hard with a diagnosis. You got hit hard with pain. Some people get hard with pain mentally or emotionally.
Mhm.
Other people might be get hard with pain physically. It's all a different pain. It hits everybody different.
Yeah.
So yours might not be any really more than theirs because theirs might be, oh my God, I gotta take care of these kids now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. She
Right.
always driving around. I gotta pay the bills, take care of the kids, do this, cook the food. What I'm gonna do now? So everything depends on the relationship,
Yeah.
what you did in the relationship. Because if you was a person that had it together, he made the money, but you paid the bills. You cooked breakfast and dinner.
Yeah.
And took the kid. They took the kids to the ball games. They was at the parents' conference, and I went through this with two boys at not taught art at a school, and their mom had cancer. So then the daddy just trying to hold it together. But he
He
got
trying
two
to.
little boys. I think it was fourth and fifth, two little boys.
Wow.
So he trying to hold it together. He like, now they getting in trouble in school, their mama handled that. They weren't getting in trouble when their mama got sick. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just here. I don't even go to the school. So that's a different emotional wreck. And
Yes.
she passed away. So his
Mhm.
whole mindset was like, she not getting up, she not moving around. I gotta do all this. I don't clean the house. So it just you
You
have to
gotta be
look at like what
respectful.
a person did, what role did you play, how many roles do they have to play now?
Mhm.
Because I have in one of these books over here a part that says, I don't know if I put it up, but it's okay, here we go. And then look, it popped right there, so it was good. This is about tasks and titles and jobs and things you have to keep, things you must keep, things you trash, right? Things you
Yes.
have to take on. So if you fill this up, and I believe it or not, people have 20 jobs because you don't know what you have. So if
Right.
you were cutting the yard and you were going to work and you were at the church and you were deacon, right? And then you were this to the kids, but now all of a sudden you the dishwasher, you the maid, you have to take the kids to this, you at the school. You've added a bunch of jobs that you didn't have. So now this person might be used to having 20 jobs. You're not used to having but
You're
five.
not used to that.
Now you got 25. So now you overwhelmed because now you got too many jobs to have. So then overwhelmed leave people in mentally in a space where now how can I take care of you because I'm trying to take care of me, and that's a hard space to be because we look at I'm sick, I'm over here like don't know if I'm gonna make it, but then your only responsibility now is to be in the bed and to fight because that's all you can do, and to pray and to try to get to the bathtub. Like sometimes that's all you can do. That's your whole responsibility. You don't have energy to give to nobody else. But now this person is taking on all these other responsibilities. So I think you have to look at what roles you played. Now, what roles they have to play, because now it's just two different challenges. And some people handle taking on the challenge good plus taking care of somebody else. Some people immediately go into emotional breakdown. I got to do this by myself, because this person's gonna be here to do this. So it all is going to depend on the person that you did it with.
Right.
So I
Right.
think that if we look at people, look at okay, now they don't have this together. So then
Right.
you have to just look at it in another perspective. Look, I'm back on Jason, Sarah Jackson. Perspectives change things. It's
It
how you see your
changes.
cup,
It
right? It's if
changes
see you
things.
got a half a cup. Is that cup half full? Is that cup half empty?
Mhm.
Right. I had a lady come. I think she was from Louisiana, and she just came down. She had saw me. She met me. She wanted to come down and meet me, and she said, "I just need to meet you and just tell you it's gonna be okay." See, the okay thing sometimes you just need somebody in your corner to just say it's gonna be okay. And so he needed people to say it's gonna be okay. Just like he told me it's gonna be okay. And in her situation, she had cancer. It didn't work out. The marriage didn't work out.
Mhm.
He just couldn't fight the fight.
Right.
Why he couldn't fight the fight? And she was still fighting the fight. And he divorced her. Somebody else came in and fought the fight.
Fought the fight. I have another person on our platform who said, listen, she was devastated trying to he couldn't fight the fight. And then
Fight
another
the fight.
person and came in right and girded her. But isn't that, I mean, I would just like to say honestly that, I don't know about you, but I know that you probably feel the way that I feel. Like I am Jesus' favorite girl on the entire
Yeah.
gigantic world.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, he ain't gonna leave me hanging. He's not gonna do it, right? And excuse my grammatic, choice of words, but he just not. He's gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna send you what you need when you need every single time, even if you are in the midst of bleeding. I know it might not feel good, but there are some things that just need to shave off. You need to get rid of, so you can stay in the fight. Because
Yeah.
my focus is, like you said, the focus that God wants everyone to have is he gave you an assignment.
Assignment.
He
That's it.
gave you an assignment. Listen, he gave you an assignment. And he wants you to complete that assignment. And can't nothing stop you from completing the assignment but you.
But you.
But you. So he knows if he can make sure that you have the right support around you, right? And don't fight the process today if someone out there feels like they don't.
Yeah.
Just focus on you. If you
Focus on
focus
you.
on you with him, he's going to send you resources, just like us doing this podcast right
Mhm.
now, and you listening to it. You are now saying, whoa, maybe no one in your inner circle is giving you the tools, but we got my sister girl all the way from Houston, Texas. And she is talking to you right now. Sonjia is telling you right now, listen, this is what it is. And if you have to reach out to her directly, you already see the area of compassion that she alludes just by the fact that she's still breaking down, and she's recovered, but she's still breaking down because she knows what it's like to be in a space of having to physically toil and tell her body, look, body, you're going to do what I say. You're not going to do what you want to do, but you're going to do what I say, and you're going to get aligned and heal yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is like
And I
powerful.
think we have to know, because you sick, you're not broken.
Ooh.
Because
You just like you dropping some gems right now.
because you sick, you're not broken. Cancer don't mean you're broken. Now you broken if you get your spirit broken.
Come on.
If you let it break you mentally, you broken. You're not broken because of an illness. So if you keep yourself together spiritually and mentally, you're not broken. Now the other person might get broken because they think you broken. But if you show them you're not broken, you can help heal they broken pieces. So broken people can't help broken people.
No, they
But
can't.
a person that's not broken can't help another person that's broken. So I think that if you don't let illness break you, you can help the other, whether it's female, because men have breast cancer, colon cancer. They have stuff too that's hard for women to handle. Because then we gotta realize, let's say it's the man. Now, he was the this to you and the that to you. Now he's feeling weak. But if you're not broken and he broke, you can help heal the brokenness. I think we have to remember to fix you.
Right.
Fix yourself. Then you can fix somebody else. They always say, what's that? Put your mask on. If you're going down, you better put your mask on, then you heal somebody else. But if you can't breathe, then they can't breathe. That's a hot mess.
Hot mess.
Yeah.
And we did an episode on if you can face it, you can fix it.
Yeah.
But when you can't face it, it's difficult for you to fix.
Yeah.
I just want to share, in closing as we wrap this up, because I'm like, like this is a whole discussion. Like I'm encouraged just by listening to the strategy that you use to survive and defy the odds of what the doctors probably said it was nearly impossible, and you even share with them how to maintain a positive attitude. So as we conclude, you brought out all those positive affirmations, which is aligned with the word of God, but you've brought it down into layman terms.
Yeah.
Were you the type of individual, like I'm a visual person, right?
Right.
So, I know I can't put stickies all over the house because my husband may think like, yo, like Tanya, I got to go behind you and clean up, right? But I have like this clear pocket that hangs up on my shower door with affirmations inside of that so they don't get damaged or wet. And I pull it out if I'm in the bathroom because I still go through grief spurts with, prior deaths that I've had. Tell me how you, did you have stickies all over the house and
I
your
don't
husband
have,
didn't?
I'm not all over the house person, but I do tell people this. Don't put your $1 million dream and the things you want on a $1 piece of poster board. I do a lot of
Oh,
like
hold
that.
on, wait a minute. Repeat
When
that. Repeat that
you
again.
train, it's gonna be in order with this business, and over on the other side, I have one that's just for that's like
Wait,
just like family and
wait.
stuff
I
like
know
that.
you got that Texan Southern swit. Listen, but you just dropped a statement right now. What did you say? Don't put your dollar.
Your $1 million dream on a piece of $1 poster board.
You know
You
what?
don't keep it on there, right? You put it on like I have a penny board up over this way, and it's more just like family and global vision. I have this one. It's more just like business vision, right? It's all
Yes.
in order. And then when I accomplish that stuff, I can take it off. And so that's why I have the books. You can take it off and put your new vision on there. So I have them, whether it's for business, I have like everything you might want to do to start your business, whether it has like logo on here, on your thing. If you need loan and funding, if you say you want to be on TV one day, prime time podcast, you want us a PR, you want to be on local TV advertising, you want to build a funnel, you want to start a course, like you put all that kind of stuff in layers. And as you get the different stuff accomplished, you start your podcast, you start your show on YouTube. Then you take those off and replace them with the other things that you need. That's in like one of my business books. So everything I do, like when it comes to like vision, is like a structured process that I do and tell people keep it somewhere you want to see it, that you there all the time and things like that. Then I have my set of cards, like this one says faith walk. We walk by faith and not by sight.
So
On this
you
one,
got your cards. You got your
yes,
cards that's
I have
already that look
dream
that you can put in
vision
your
launch.
like in a business card little thing that you can put in a holder.
Yeah, this is my dream vision lunch set of cards. And so it's affirmation and scriptures. So I've just built like a whole line of systems like that I help people.
You know what?
Sometimes
I
I
can't
do
touch
vision
you right
board
now.
parties and stuff like that. So people will call me in just for like vision board parties or like team building trainings or different things like that. So yeah.
So in closing, what would you say? Because I know you've encouraged, a lot of spouses right now who are defeating, I like to call defeating the odds. Like cancer ain't, like COVID ain't. Those are things that you can kick out of the ring, right?
Right.
Um, but what would you like to say in closing? And also tell them where they can find you and what is the latest and the hottest product that you didn't launch, because listen, you got over 200 digital products. Listen, I didn't even go into all of that. You got 14, you're a published author on 14 books. You listen, what can you just tell them in conclusion, give a shout out to that spouse on the words of encouragement of what they need right now, and then tell my audience where they can find you.
So what I want to say is that you can make it. You will make it. Stay encouraged. Remember to encourage yourself. Remember to keep God first. Keep your focus, right? It's important mentally to stay focused. It's important mentally to tell yourself, we can do it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it through this. When you get in those places of despair, fight them. Fight it with the word of God. Fight it with letting yourself know we got to make it. Remember your purpose. Jot it down. What am I here for? What am I supposed to accomplish? Like I can't leave the earth till I've accomplished this thing, right? And so I think that we have to know. I think it was Steve Jobs, and he talked about how I think he was sick, and he was just saying, like, when you know your purpose is fulfilled, that's a wonderful thing. Like he didn't have any doubt that the stuff he was supposed to fulfill here on earth was fulfilled. So you don't want to go until you feel like that has happened. Put things in place, structure things in order so that you don't you're not in that place of financial despair. Uh Talk to your spouse, talk to God. Surround yourself with a circle of believers and friends and people that support you, like in everything you do. You know what I'm saying? People even that's gonna support your spouse. And remember that you're not perfect. They're not perfect. Their hurt is not your hurt. your pain, though it's a physical pain, you don't know their mental pain, their capacity, and the things they have to take on now. And so I believe that if you think that way, you see your cup half full, not half empty. Do the things that you can do for you to get better, right? Um, I think all the rest of it will just really work itself out in the end.
Exactly. So where can they find you?
So y'all can find me at www. Either Sonjia Pelton-Sam, Sonjia, which is it's a JIA Pelton-Sam, or www.theglamcoach.com. Y'all can either one of those. Go to S Pelton-Sam and come on to Instagram at S Pelton-Sam. Give me some love. Sonjia Pelton-Sam, the Glam Coach on Facebook. Y'all head on over. I have some stuff for y'all.
She got some goodies. I'm telling you, I participated in one of her challenges, and she got some goodies out there. So you better go ahead and grab them.
I do. So we have my little black planner. It is the bomb, and it even comes in like a digital version where you can download it to your phone, and like you just click it, flip to the next month. You can write right in your phone and everything like that. You just download it and upload it to Good Notes. We have, if you in business and you don't have lunch your business from A to Z, it has all those vision board pieces that you saw right in here, and it has everything you need. I don't know if y'all can see it to structure your business. Like, it's the bomb. When I say from A to Z, and it has your 1-year planner in there, it has everything. When you look at this right here, these pieces, you just cut them out, you put them on your vision board. Everything that you need is in this one book. Now, My Little Black Planner is for your life, career, and business. So it's just a total life planner overall. And so you go in and you can organize everything. It has assessments at the beginning of the month, at the end of the month. We have a checklist for every day. And when I say a checklist, every day is a checklist. You can either do it daily or you can do it weekly. Now, I have saw nothing like this. This checklist each day, and we have different pages, like even for client follow-up, things you need to do at work, things you need to do for yourself. Did you do any of that? At the end of the year, if you don't see a lot of checks on there, guess what that means? You didn't do anything in that area. So if you didn't do anything to grow your business, you didn't do anything on social media, you didn't go live, you didn't do it, you can't expect to get the results, right? You didn't go in and do any self-care, you didn't go in and do anything for you. You can't expect to get the results. Some results come through counseling, whether it's marriage counseling, whether it's counseling for yourself. I say that too. If you go through and you have an illness, sometimes you need counseling. Sometimes you just need to get your mind right. Sometimes as a couple, you need to get both of y'all minds right together, right? Just to figure it all out. Even your kids matter. So sometimes they need counseling. Don't be against counseling and therapy, right? So because you don't ever want to break down mentally. You know, you want to be there mentally, even if your physical stuff is failing at that time. So y'all head on over to theglamcoach.com. I got some freebies for y'all. So I have a freebie when you come in, and at the bottom, I have a freebie vault for businesses.
That's my
the top
girl.
one is
Listen,
for all the rounds. So y'all get your free gifts. And I got Lunch Your Vision app. Oh, if you got Apple, now I can't help y'all if you're on Android because you just can't come on with the come on. But I'm working on it. But I got Lunch Your Vision, 21 days to change your life on Apple. So if y'all want to do that, I got that. Courses I can help you with. If you saw it and you like it for your business, pretty much any business, I can build you workbooks, journals, planners, courses, anything around that with PLR. So you don't even have to think about it anymore. Like I can actually come up with the concept and help you build it. So I'm your girl to help you do all that.
So wait. You know, I like to give you a shout out, you know, because if I'm not mistaken, you're gonna be at Essence.
Yes.
Oh, come on. Now, I mean, let's get this back, and let's get this. You're gonna be at Essence. What you doing at Essence at the festival?
I'm gonna be speaking at a conference down there in Essence. Y'all better follow me on YouTube. So go on to the YouTube channel so you can keep up with everything. Go on and get on the email list so y'all can keep up with everything. Because you might want to meet me down there in Essence. You might want to come on down there and see what your girl is gonna be doing. in essence, to talk about vision and mindset shifts and changing your mindset and getting your life
This
right.
is my girl.
Right,
This
we're
is
gonna go
why.
in when we get to New Orleans, not New Orleans, New Orleans. When we get to New Orleans, we're going all in. We get to, and it's gonna be a big easy retreat. So the big easy retreat last year, it was totally amazing. We were at Brennan's last year, right by the right in this downtown, kind of close to where they had the concert. It was amazing. The food was amazing. It came with some amazing food, y'all. Let me tell you, that
Well, they
menu was
say,
amazing. Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness.
They
So it
say, yeah, yeah. You don't have to worry about food in Nolans.
cannot it was good. It was like it was really upscale. It was a nice event.
Yeah,
People are still talking about it. It
yeah,
sold out last year. It's already selling out this year.
yeah,
And so I'm just excited about what God is gonna do at that event for people.
yes.
I got to meet new people. I love meeting new people. So y'all come on, drop me a hello, a hey, or something. You ain't got to buy nothing all the time. Just drop me some love, drop me some likes, some hearts. Follow me on YouTube.
Yes.
Things like that count too. So let's just connect.
So that is amazing. And I just want to thank you, Sonjia, for just coming on to Married to the Rings podcast. We're super duper excited. You all can find us at Married to the Ring on all social platforms, and just go ahead and subscribe and like. And I just really appreciate everything. Thank you and
Oh,
have an amazing
I
day.
want to give one shout out. Let me give a shout out to Eugene Sam. Since we are married to the ring, let me go to give Eugene Sam a shout out. That's the honey bun. So let me go to give Eugene Sam a shout out. You always have to give your little spouse a little
You
shout
gotta
out.
always, you gotta have etiquette when it comes for the man. You gotta have etiquette, or to those men that are watching, to the woman, to your wife. All right, awesome, awesome. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.